Yeah, just two best friends getting married for the lols. This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easier to create a beautiful website, engage with audiences, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. If I'm sounding nasally, it's because I'm still a bit snotty. Welcome to the video. Hey, Spuds, it's Jamie. Welcome back to another video. First one channel. I don't know, but welcome back either way. I'm very glad to have you here. And today we are resuscitating, we are reviving, we are bringing back to life something that used to be a classic on the channel that I have not done for a while, and that is looking through the subreddit of Sappho and her friend. Basically, gay erasure, LGBTQ plus erasure. Oh my god, yes, they were roommates. Oh, were they? That kind of vibe. I'm so gooey, it's disgusting. I thought I was done with this cold. Let's just get straight to it, shall we? I had relationships with men. Ooh, impossible! Not my Giga Chad Alexander the Great. He inspired the Giga Chad Roman Empire. No! As someone's actually replied going, Alexander was not gay, he just believed in brotherhood and in exchange deeply with men he admired. It was a matter of honor. Was that being said unironically, or was that being said as a little bit of a joke? People are so afraid of their favorite masked men being gay or bisexual in any way. Sarah Paulson and I believe Holland Taylor. I didn't know that was her mother. I have forgotten her name, but she has been in loads of shows and movies. She is so funny in 2.5 Men. Love her. I can't believe I never knew that Sarah Paulson was her daughter. That's amazing. That's her wife. Oh my god. Normally, it's like, oh, they're sisters, how cute. Then you go to age gap lesbian relationships. Oh my god, mother and daughter, I love. Not quite. I love watching old episodes of Supermarket Sweep because these two just said they're business partners who design sets for plays, and I'm like, oh, I'm sure. Oh, Tim and Mark, yeah. I mean, I guess this looks very, maybe even 90s, that you probably wouldn't be open about being gay on television. Important update. Here we are, just celebrated our 41st anniversary. The 41st anniversary. Married in 2008 on our 25th anniversary. As soon as it was legal in California, we ran a business together designing and painting backdrops and sets for 27 years. They are gay. Oh, but then they had to say that they're just business partners. Oof. I'm glad that they can share their love more publicly now. That's very cute. Two women in bed together. Ooh. This image is used in at least two 17th century ballads. One of them, the Bloody Battle of Billingsgate, beginning with a scolding bout between two young fish women, Doll and Kate. There is no clue as to what these two women in bed together are doing. There is no clue as to what they are doing, despite the fact that they appear to be rather underdressed. The image might represent a mistress and servant or two friends sharing a bed, as many did away from home, but they are apparently embracing. Okay, Deirdre, I have something to tell you right now. Doll and Kate, lesbians. The erasure. Translate this sentence. They think we're friends, but we're a gay couple. Type in Spanish. Anybody know Spanish would like to type what that sentence would be in Spanish down in the comments? That would be great. Duolingo, regardless of how terrified you might be of that little bird, very inclusive. Look, Duolingo is calling out gay erasure right there. Freddie Mercury having a sleepover with some close friends, circa 1980, sure. Who doesn't get in bed at least half naked with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of their man friends from time to time? No homo though. Friendship movies, Bros, and another game. The friendship movies. They're the same gender?
No, they're friends. I don't care what they're doing. I don't care if they are clearly rolling around in bed together. They are friends. This is how we define them.
And on the topic of friends, I have some truly devastating news to share with you today, my friends. That was my segue, yes. I am officially closing the greenhouse on my plant life coaching business that I introduced you all to recently. Thanks to Squarespace helping the creation of such a leaf tier website. I don't know what leaf tier is, but it's very good. I've now successfully motivated every single plant to reach its full potential. They're confident, they're thriving, they're no longer asking, is this my final form? Which means my services are officially redundant. It's a bittersweet harvest, but I couldn't be prouder. And honestly, I wouldn't have been able to pull off this incredible applantishment without Squarespace. I will not be apologizing for my puns, no. Big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Their cutting-edge design tools make it easy for anyone to build a unique website that really grows on people. You can even use Squarespace's Blueprint AI, their AI-enhanced website builder, to create a fully customized site in no time at all. Once your pages are planted, Squarespace's pre-built layouts make it simple to arrange elements quickly and neatly, so your content always looks well-trimmed and thriving. My lovely online shop made it easy to showcase all my motivational packages, and Squarespace's flexible payments ensured I could get paid promptly for much-needed emotional fertilizing. With Squarespace, checkout is smooth and stress-free for customers customers who can pay using credit cards, PayPal, or even Apple Pay. No awkward wilting at the final step. Sharp and I's actual Squarespace website was genuinely a joy to cultivate. Squarespace gave us the freedom to get creative, link our social media platforms, and show off our podcast 1-800-DRAMA. Plus, their handy analytics tools let us track visitor numbers and see where our audience is coming from. All the insights you need to help your business stay rooted and keep growing. To get started yourself, go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Jammidodger for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Oh yes, go check that link out in the description box. Thank you so much for listening. Let's get back to the gay erasure. So this seems to be a YouTube video title called "My Girlfriend and I React to Your Unpopular Book Opinions and How Our Relationship is Fragile." Oh no. But AI generated video summary has said, "Read with Cindy and a friend react to unpopular book opinions submitted by fans. They debate various bookish hot takes from sprayed edges to tropes and problematic characters. The pair's differing views spark lively discussion, creating unexpected disagreements." But excuse me, and a friend, literally my girlfriend and I. The AI couldn't even interpret. Girl, it's in the title, mate. What are you doing? Why do people feel the need to remind us heterosexuality exists? My biggest pet peeve in this sub is the fact that under every single "this seems kind of gay" post, people feel the need to remind us that heterosexuality exists. I'm imagining that finishes. There is a lot of that in this subreddit where you'll take things like, you know, this etching one of like these women in bed together, and there'll often be comments below things like this that are like,
well, they could have been straight. They could have been mistress and her servant keeping each other warm at night. People are straight, you know, Janice.
yes, gay erasure is much more prevalent than heterosexual erasure. Plus, heterosexual erasure doesn't really damage anybody because heterosexuality is not in the minority. It is not the sexuality that has less rights than the others. Sometimes it's okay for us to have a little bit of a laugh and a joke at historical gay erasure, with the understanding that perhaps not every instance of gay erasure is true gay erasure. Sometimes they just really were roommates. At the end of the day, why do we always have to go back to straightness? Why does it always have to be pointed out? You're my soulmate. You mean everything to me. I can't imagine a world without you. If there's one person I'd want to spend the rest of my life with, it would be the man I just met 2 days ago with whom I have no meaningful connection with. What the fuck? Yeah, TV shows too scared to make them a lesbian couple, so they've got all the ingredients of a wonderful lesbian relationship. But no, she runs off with a man who she has no chemistry with because they're too scared to make the show gay. It happens a lot. I think I've seen this one before, but I wanted to include it. So this is from The Incredibles. Thunderhead. He has storm powers, but his personality says here, loves kids, single father of 5 children, raising them with the help of his roommate, Scott. Roommate. His roommate. I don't think Scott is just his roommate. He is raising children with Scott. This seems to be an Instagram photo of people who have anonymized themselves with little pride flags. Very cute. Today is International Day of Friendship. We in student life are thankful for the relationships we get to build with all of you. Friendships play such a vital role in promoting peace, happiness, unity, and building bridges between communities. Thank you for being part of our campus community. What? Wait, so did a university on like International Day of Friendship accidentally post a photo of students where they are a couple, not just friends?
You have been demoted, officially.
Best friend pregnancy announcement. Eating for 2, drinking for 2. Hilarious. But yes, every single best friend does a pregnancy announcement. They're totally straight. They just look like a very happy lesbian couple expecting their child. But no, they are just best friends announcing a pregnancy of one of them. The other one, I don't know why she's there. Moral support, I guess. Love reading about men in history like, unfortunately, he never found a wife. His elaborate scarf collection sold for over $1.2 million in 2001. He and his closest male friend, Chauncey, with whom he shared a bed, died within weeks of one another. They were known for their dinner parties. Gay. Chauncey and whoever it was that had a $1.2 million scarf collection. Gay. They loved each other. They shared a bed. They shared a life. They shared the $1.2 million scarf collection. That is a very elaborate scarf collection. Is it Chauncey? Chauncey? I don't think I've ever said that name out loud. It felt weird coming out my mouth. A 19th century French transgender courtesan, Pauline Berloget. Sorry, I broke. AKA the Countess, wrote a memoir about her life as a trans woman back then. Her memoir was rediscovered and published in a collection of queer men's autobiographies from that time in 2007. Ooh. I read about the Countess and I included her in one of my trans history videos recently. I didn't know this. That's horrific. She was a trans woman. You included her in a book about queer men from the 19th century. Are you kidding me? Rude. Oh, trans erasure. That's a new one. One of my favorite stories that never made it into the disc. Two women physicians who graduated from the University of Michigan Medical School lived together, traveled together,
And never married.
they are buried next to each other as medical classmates. Hashtag more than classmates. Medical classmates. Dr. Marion Stevenson, Dr. Hope Nickerson. Oh, one of them had to live 25 years without the other. That's so sad. They were more than classmates. Snoopy and Woodstock hugged happily. They would be best friends and roommates. Best friends and roommates is such like gay erasure coded. That is the sentence, okay? My daughter got this matching tattoo today with her best friend. She said it's because they're both crafty and her best friend wants to be a hairstylist. But do any of you other mums know if this is a
Devil symbol
or
or
anything? I just want to protect my baby from
Satan.
hashtag WAP. What? I don't think that mum is meaning to hashtag that, the WAP that I'm thinking of. Christian mums against TikTok. Oh, yes. Christian mum against TikTok. That is a devil symbol. Oh my God. Either that or her kid is just really innocent and genuinely is crafty with her best friend who's an aspiring hairstylist. Sure. God, imagine being so pressed about something like your kid being gay that you would go to this length. That one aunt and her roommate at the family function. They're lesbians, Barbara. Lesbians. I feel like, I mean, I'm going to say this, but I actually can't think of anybody in my personal family, but I feel like 1 in every 3 people at least, when you grow up, you think back to somebody in your life and you're like, wow, so queer coded. I should have known. I can see it plain as day that that family member is gay and wasn't out. I mean, I do have that thinking about a family friend. I don't have like cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff, so that's kind of like the equivalent for me, I guess. At this point, I wouldn't even be mad if he gets his boyfriend after all. He needs a reward. Oh, about Will from Stranger Things. Yo, I low-key thought he was feeling Robin this season. Excuse me, are we talking about season 5? The season where Robin has a girlfriend and Will comes out as gay is the season that you thought that Will was feeling Robin. Really? Both characters the second commenter is talking about are gay in opposite directions, TikTok showing how oblivious people can be yet again. I don't know if this counts, but I was curious to see what Catholics thought of Michelangelo being gay, which he probably was, and unsurprisingly the comments jump straight to denial. Straight to denial, not gay to denial. What I see going on is a blatant attempt to pervert everything good and holy, even scripture. Jesus, the blessed mother. Perverts like to pervert. Oh, perverts like to pervert. English is weird. It's getting to the point where justice will set things in their proper order. Don't entertain perversions. They really like the word perversion, perverting the course of justice. I really want people like this to take a step back and think,
Why does it upset me so much, the thought of a historical figure who was probably gay and there's more evidence of them being gay than not being gay? Why does it upset me so much to think that they're gay? Why do I feel like I need to jump to their defense and sound very, very bizarre?
when you finally realize you're in love with each other after years of claiming to be just friends, get married and have a kid only for your Airbnb host to leave you this review. Such amazing sisters, neat, tidy guests, and just easygoing and nice girls. Yeah, just a couple of married sisters who have a baby together. Emoji. Oh, the two, yeah, look, little ladies holding hands and having a little smoochy smooch. Sisters, BFF. Oh, that's the translation of the emojis. Okay, sure. Kate and Jean, the history of two young and independent spinsters, narrated by their landlady. Well, Lucy Dacus and Julian Baker of Boy Genius are dating. How is this possible if they are both women? Well, one person says, hey, would you like to go on a date? And the other person goes, yes, please. And then they go on a date and then they do it a few more times and they are dating. That's how it works. Why do people think it's not possible? I'm so confused. Who is this? Wiki bio for painter Helen McNichol. While studying at the Slade School, McNichol met British painter Dorothea Sharp. That's a great name. Dorothea Sharp. Love it. With whom she formed a lifelong bond, nicknaming each other Nellie and Dolly. Nellie and Dolly. The two women traveled together, shared studio spaces, and posed for each other's paintings. In McNichol's case, having a companion was especially helpful due to obstacles she must have faced due to her hearing loss. McNichol relied on Sharp's skills in negotiating with models, specifically children. In The Chintz Sofa by McNichol, Sharp is depicted in their shared London studio. Lifelong bond. They nicknamed each other. See, like, I giggle at the erasure, but there's like this little pit of sad at how secretive LGBTQ plus people used to have to be. That the fact that there are so many instances of even some quite high profile people, or people, you know, high profile enough to have a wiki bio, still now now being described as like best friends or roommates with the person who was probably the love of their life and their partner. And whilst we can have a little chuckle, there is also like a serious point to it of being sad, both that in life they had to be so secretive and now in death they are not remembered correctly and their lives aren't acknowledged correctly in their identities. Homies for life. Me and my homie always get in trouble. I got you, homie. Thanks for saving my ass, homie. Homies for life. Oh no, they do it. I did like a pinky promise. I'm always there for her. We're inseparable. We got married and we're still homies. I love you, homie. Me too, homie. And one of our friends just said, congrats. Oh, they got married, still homies.
Oh, homie.
Yeah, just two best friends getting married for the lols. Nintendo says that Mario and Peach are not a couple. They are good friends and help each other out whenever they can. Heterosexual erasure. Oh my, we have to throw one in there, you know, make sure that the straights don't feel too left out. It happens too. Oh my God. Hilarious. There'll be some straight people who are genuinely like, the erasure, no. Where is my equality in being marginalized? Anyway, on the note of heterosexual erasure, I think that's a good place to leave the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Go leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Think about giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure. You'll also see some lovely names up the side of the screen. A big shout out and thank you to my patrons. I really appreciate your support over on Patreon. And a big shout out to my
Top tier Patreons.
Kia Tasha, Night Soul, Sugar Joe, Elden K, Nesta, The Third Hatman, Max Makes Mods, Dylan Irvin, River Shampoo, Chloe, Iona Balash, TNS Mum, Sally Drew, Randy, Elba, Marv Mallow, Rachel Raptor, Jesse M. Russell, Gosco, I had to breathe, Sienna Lamb, Slayer, Tara Hobbs, The Paisley Prince, Riley Ray, Bill Dad the Shoeite, AAA_Mars, Claire Henley, and Marin. I was holding in a cough for that whole time. My lungs are very crackly. Yeah, thank you so much for your support. I really, truly appreciate it a lot. And thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you next time. Much love. Bye.